Hi, so we're playing the hoop demo today. We're just going to go through, try to finish a full run of the demo. Let's get started. Okay, so these are the three main ballers. We're going to just play with them. We'll leave Rami for a different time. So now we pick our first move. What we can do is we can take a step back, which only Casper can do because he's the only one with the breakdown move. So it lets him take a step back once he's done a breakdown move. I don't think that's going to be so valuable on this one. It's a good move, but the breakdown already does so much to give you an advantage that the step back is often a little superfluous. The shielded dunk, that one only Jean can do. It's useful because it takes off a couple of her blockable tiles, so it makes it harder to block her. But honestly, I think I'll go for the jump stop with Stan because it makes it a little easier to score with him, and often what we'll find is that we can score fairly easily with Casper and Jean, but it's harder to score with Stan. So right now we're in our first match. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the goals. Right, every game you need to score with each of the three ballers. Stan also wants an assist this game. Casper wants to score a 3, and Jean wants to break a defender. This is going to happen pretty much automatically. We don't need to worry about that, but we should keep an eye out for how to get Stan an assist and Casper a 3-point shot. What we will thus do is we'll move Stan in here. We'll keep him going to the right, I think, to our right. That way he might be able to break through a bit or get a good assist. We'll move Jean all the way in, try to set her up for a good assist, and we'll let Casper leak out here and just provide some space. So let's see what happens when we enter. Right, so this worked out pretty reasonably. We can just move forward like so, get right past this defender's blocking tiles. We can hit Jean with a good pass here, puts her in a great spot to dunk. And there we go. So that finished off 2 of our goals immediately. As you can see, Stan got the assist. That was one of the toughest ones to complete. And Jean got the score, which is not so hard, but it's good to get that completed. Right here, they've given us this open passing lane. So we'll move Casper right in, move Stan here. So we're going to try a pass. Now you can see Casper is out of the normal pass range, right? Because as Stan is moving towards the left, the pass range turns towards the left, but Stan has a peripheral pass, which we use to change the passing area, and we'll use that to hit Casper right there. We will want Jean to be able to muscle out a defender. So what we'll do is we'll move her right here, I would say. Try to keep this defender from coming in and interfering with Casper, and just keeping Jean ready to help by taking out one or the other of these defenders. And Stan has no moves left, so we'll just end the turn here. Right, so see, this has one defender here, and that's taking 50% off of this shot. The easiest thing to do would probably just be move Jean here, let her muscle this defender out, and that's a 100% jump shot. So that's easy. Okay, so now we still need to score with Stan, we still need to score a 3 with Casper, and we need to get Jean to break someone. What I would have liked to do is get Stan a score, so I would have liked to move him along this edge and try to curl into the basket and get a good shot there. But to do that, I like disrupting this defender with Jean, but I cannot get Jean right here so that she could move this guy out of the way. So what we'll do instead is we'll move her here, move this guy out of the way, still have Stan go here so that he can hopefully just curl right around here, and we'll get Casper to move in here with the expectation of having him go to the corner from there. So let's see what happens. Right, so we can ignore this defender pretty comfortably by just going down. We could jump stop to one of these, but that's not very useful, so we'll just go here. We'll try to get this defender, we'll try to basically get Jean to pull both the defenders by going here. And we'll also use Casper as a decoy by moving him right under the basket. Now Stan has this 50% jump shot, but I think we can convert that to at least a 75, so let's see what happens. Oh, we got taken a bit. So you can see both of these defenders are blocking this spot here. So that keeps us from getting a good shot off with Stan. That actually puts us in quite a tough position. I guess what we'll do is we'll move him into the corner and try to get a better shot next turn. Meanwhile, we'll again just try to get Casper to function as a decoy, but they're not biting on it. Okay, so now what we can do is we can move here, muscle out this defender, but we're still blocked by this one. So it's either that or move here and pass to Casper and see if Casper's got a better shot. But Casper is facing the wrong way for one thing and is being blocked by both of them. So I think we'll just take the shot. Yeah, unsurprising. Okay. So what we still have to do is get Casper 3 and get Stan a score. Now this time we can move Jean here. We'll move Casper here as well, and we'll get this defender over to this side, right? We'll make that the weak side by moving Stan here, and then we just have one defender to beat. So let's see if we can manage that. Right, so this gives us a good open area that we can move into. We can go for the 3 or the 2. What we'll do is we'll take the 2 because I think we can get 100% 2-point shot here. So we'll do that. We'll move Casper into the corner, hopefully pulling this defender with him. And we'll just let Jean continue to bully this one. Now I expect this defender to go follow Casper, this one to try to get in front of Jean, and this one to recover and actually block off a bunch of space here. But hopefully we can get Stan a little bit more. A little bit closer to the basket or a better shot in some way or the other. So let's see how that goes. Yeah. So this defender messed up. So we have a nice easy 100% shot. We could do a jump stop to any of these, but there's no need. We can just take the jump shot, get the 100% shot, and there we go. Okay, so now the last thing to do is get Casper 3, move him right here, get him the ball, and unfortunately we can't get Jean into a great spot, but we'll get her up here and see if she can find her way over there on the next turn. Okay, so right now we do not have a good path to a 3-point shot. What we'll do is, and we have to move Casper somewhere safer than this. So what we'll do is we'll start with the pump fake here, right? This gets this defender out of the way, and I think we'll just bring Casper in for a clean bucket rather than worrying too much. we can move this defender out like so, and we'll now use Stan as our decoy, moving him right here, and we'll see what happens. Right, so this gives us a nice clear path like so, 100% shot, and we'll try again for the 3, but I don't think it's very likely off this opening. But hey, maybe this time we can get it. We've got Jean in a much better position this time. We could try to muscle this person out and thus make it a one-on-one with this defender. But if Jean is here, so this defender is likely going to go right here. We can pump fake them to this spot and then use Jean to break them completely and give Casper the open shot, but that requires this defender to hopefully go towards Stan. But we'll hope for the best here, because our other option is to muscle out this defender, pushing them up like so. But then it will be much harder for Jean to get into this area where she can interfere with this defender. So we're just going to end turn here, and that worked out pretty well, except for this defender blocking off Jean's route. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. I think anyway we're going to just do this, but this time we'll move here. I can't really see how we would get a 3-pointer, in all honesty. So I guess maybe we'll just move here, muscle this person out, and do pretty much what we did the last turn. Right, so we'll just go here, should be 100% shot, and on to the next one. Okay, so we've earned 50 points by completing these goals. That's enough to get us a new unlock. I'm going to end this video here, and I'll see you in the next one.